boys and girls, welcome back in as we get ready to rock and roll here again from Lanier National Speedway. The 305 sprint cars ready to rock and roll for their season finale here in the Montana iRacing League. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for a show as here you go. These guys are ready to go to battle. They're ready to duke it out here again this evening. This is going to be another absolutely amazing show, another absolutely wild race as they're going to go door to door, wheel to wheel, and wing to wing here with these sprint cars and duke it out here again this evening as we'll get ready to set them loose. We'll get ready to see them go to battle here in just a couple more moments as it's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a great time. We're going to see some great action here from Lanier to finish off another season with the Montana iRacing League here. Unfortunately, the final race of their 2024 season. It's going to suck to see them go, but hopefully we'll see these drivers jump in from time to time in different leagues or different random races that they may want to put on here throughout the season, throughout the rest of the year before their next season gets underway. As we'll get ready to send them loose, we'll get ready to go to battle, we'll get ready to go to war here again this evening as JB Racing 23 coming in, drop that follow over on Twitch. JB Racing, welcome to the PeaceMaker family, welcome to the PeaceMaker Crew over there on the Twitch channel, coming in with that follow on the Twitch channel there. As we'll get ready to set them loose, we'll get ready to set these drivers free here. Heat race number one gonna roll in here and ready to rock and roll as my boy Cody Dwayne Heathcock coming in says, what's up, Peace? What's up, Cody? What's good, Mr. Heathcock? How are you, my dude? How are you, brother? It's John Boy. I figured it was you. John Boy Racing 23. I knew it was you, brother. I knew it was you all the way. Let's go. Let's go, he says. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, chat. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Heat race number one going to roll out there on the racetrack as JB says, my new channel, my dude. Let's go. Your new channel. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up right there. Yo, Miranda Bell coming in with that like on the stream. Andres Tapera coming in with that like as well. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Brian Wax coming in, showing the love again with the like on the stream. Cody Dwayne Heathcock, Casey Durant, Kelly Blix, all coming in, showing the love here in this one. My boy Cody says, I'm good. How are you, my man? I am good, brother. I am good. I'm always doing good, especially when we get these drivers out there on the racetrack and we're up here in the broadcast booth. We're always doing that much better as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Heat race number one about to get underway. Warren Samoy going to lead us down to the green flag. The Corn Hub 28 rider Cody Blix to his outside with Pacer Popham, PJ Popham, Vernon Hill, and Casey Durant bringing up the rear of the field as Luke Sampich missing the start here of this first heat race of the day. As quickly, the Norwood Sim Sports House of Speed 3D racing ride of Warren Samoy onto the loud pedal looking to try to run away with heat race number one as we do see Cody Blix up into the outside fence here, slow on the racetrack. Some pretty heavy damage there for Blix as he's going to take his ride down pit side, and a heartbreaker there for the Corn Hub machine as out in front, Warren Samoy looking very strong. That 77 ride right here in the top spot, trying to open up a little bit more of a lead as Vernon Hill going to jump up and slide the Pophams here for position number two. Hill already up 5 spots on the racetrack, looking very, very strong here, but a little contact as Pacer Popham gives him a little bit of a bumper there into corner number one. He's able to hang on to it as the JR1 Motorsports number 1H ride gonna hang on to position number 3 there as that allowed the 2 machine of PJ Popham, our race winner from earlier this evening and our champion here in the 305 sprint cars, is tonight being the season finale. This Bite Motorsports Pacer signs and designs flawless auto body number 2 machine gonna pick up the championship, and he's looking to pick up the win here in heat race number one as now he's going to work underneath the Warren Samoy. Samoy trying to hold on to the top spot, but here comes the 2 and the 1 machine both down to his inside. Samoy was able to lead a lot of laps here early on in this race, led about the first 6 laps, and now he finds himself back in position number 3 in that west side. Signs and Design 77 ride as PJ Popham out in front. Vernon Hill right there in position number 2. He's trying to get that 5-6 Graphics 1H ride to the front of the field as the Victory Fuel Machine looking very strong here this evening, looking to give that 2 ride of PJ Popham a run for his money. Pacer Popham back there in position number 4. He's got the 43 ride going for the slide jump here in 3 and 4. Contact between Casey Duran and Pacer Popham. They're both able to keep their cars pointing in the right direction as the white flag has been displayed one more time. Down the back straightaway into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's PJ Popham leading lap number 1, or winning heat race number 1. Vernon Hill there in second. Warren Samoy, Pacer Popham, Casey Duran, Cody Blix, and Luke Zampich rounding out the field there in heat race number 1. As we'll get ready here, heat race number 2. Gonna get loaded into the sim, and each and every one of these drivers looking for the win here at Lanier National Speedway. It's the 85 ride of Patches Be Fast starting in that pole position. He's got the 78 ride of Joseph Brooks to his outside. The 185 of Zane Lemieux going to start there in position number 3. He's got Maurice Meyer to his outside in that 57 ride. Merlin Sorensen, the 307 there in position number 6. And the BBI Auto Works Repair and More Gear Grabbers Garage 86 machine of Patrick Lemieux going to round out the field here. 6 more drivers ready to go to battle here in this one as Patches Be Fast is going to bring us down to the green flag. Yo, Jaden Rayan coming in with that like on the stream. Jaden, hopefully I'm saying that right. Carol Brooks coming in with the heart reaction as well over there on Facebook, coming in showing the big love here in this one. My boy John Boy coming in showing the big love over there on Twitch. Again, huge shout out to JB Racing 23 coming in with that new follow over there on the Twitch channel as we get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Heat race number 2 about to get underway as these drivers looking to have themselves a good day here in this one as the 85 ride with a good jump quickly slides out in front as the 78 ride of Joseph Brooks trying to build up some momentum. Here comes a big run for the 57 Maurice Meyer right there as he gets a good run off of corner number 2. He's going to stay right on the back push bar of that 78 ride. Unfortunately for Zane Lemieux there through corner number 3 and 4 got very loose and ended up sliding backwards here, and now we see Joseph Brooks sliding backwards. The 78 ride going in the wrong direction here. Unfortunately slides back to position number 5. He has a little contact there again from the 185 of Zane Lemieux. Is out in front. Patches Be Fast leads the way here. The 85 ride showing them how to get it done as up 3 spots already in this one. For both these drivers, you see Merlin Sorensen and Patrick Lemieux, as Lemieux now looking to pick up 4 spots and work himself down to the inside of that 307 ride. As Patrick Lemieux going from 0 to almost hero here in heat race number 2, going from the outhouse to the penthouse here for the 86 ride as he's looking to try to jump up here and find the lead, but contact around goes Patrick Lemieux in the big one. 5 drivers all collected here in this one down the front straightaway. No caution flag as of yet as Patches Be Fast is going to see that caution flag fly. He's the only driver that didn't get tied up in that one, as everyone's got some pretty serious damage. We will take a look back and see how all this happened as Patrick Lemieux down the bottom side here in position number 2. He's going to get a little contact right here as the 307 of Merlin Sorensen sends it in there down low. A pretty good run. Unfortunately gets tight, washes up into that left rear tire of the 86, spins him around, then contact here as Maurice Meyer trying to slide up the racetrack, gets a piece of the 78, then the 57 into that 86 and the 302. Then here comes the 185 ride. He's going to get piled into that one as well. Everyone going to get jammed in there, and what's going on back here? What is going on between Maurice Meyer and this this other I think that was Joseph Brooks in the 78 ride. I think this is how micro sprints are made right here. He's just going to get mounted on the back bumper here of this 57 ride right there. I'm pretty sure that's how micro sprints get created. Oh gosh, as we will get these drivers hopefully back out there onto the racetrack. We currently got 3 cars out there. Patches Be Fast continue to lead the way, the only driver to stay out of trouble here in this heat race. Zane Lanier there in position number 2, Patrick Lanier there in 3rd, Joseph Brooks, Maurice Meyer, Merlin Sorensen all down pit side. Here's the lights still on the official iRacing pace truck, hopefully waiting for more of these drivers to rejoin the field here and get back in on the action. As woo, that was some crazy racing right there. Old man Popsicles is a weapon. It happens. They're always good though, they're always good. Good luck, Joseph. Carol Brooks coming in, wishing good luck there to the 78 rider Joseph Brooks here. Unfortunately, I think you might have jinxed them, Carol. You might have jinxed them there on that one, as we are back to green flag racing. The green flag going to fly here once again. The 85 rider Patches Be Fast out in front, getting a great restart here. As now Patrick Lanier back into position number 2. Here he's got a little bit of a gap back there. As here you go, you see the 78 rider Joseph Brooks unfortunately is a lap down back in the 6th position. Maurice Meyer almost going to lap down as well, back in 5th. Zane Lanier back into 4th, as Merlin Sorensen there in 3rd. Unfortunately, he's quite a ways back behind our race leader. Our 2nd place driver is there looking to mount a challenge here. The 85 ride out in front. Patrick Lanier looking to try to jump up here and take this race lead away, as he's trying to work himself to the front. We're going to see the white flag fly one more time around here in heat race number 2. Can Patches Be Fast hold them off? Is down the back straightaway in the corner number 3. Nice and easy out of corner number 4. The 85 of Patches Be Fast is going to pick up heat race win number 2 on the evening. Patrick Lanier, Merlin Sorensen, Zane Lanier, Maurice Meyer, and Joseph Brooks going to round out the field here in heat race number 2. And a crazy one right there, as these drivers were going for some crazy wild rides out there on the racetrack. It's my boy, Tommy Bush. Tommy coming in, smashing that thumbs up on the broadcast. How are you, Tommy? Tommy coming in, setting it off here in this one, coming in, showing the big love. I appreciate you, my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the share, hit the follow, and hit that subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube. And make sure you turn those bell notifications on. That way you never miss it when we go live here on PeaceMaker Gaming. As these drivers going to jump out onto the racetrack here, a quick warm-up session. They're going to jump out onto the racetrack. They're going to work this racetrack in, and they're going to make sure that they get their cars absolutely set up perfectly here for this main feature event. 40 laps of racing action here ahead of us in just a little bit, and these drivers got to make sure that they got the perfect setup, the perfect ride, and the perfect car ready to rock and roll here, not only at the start, but it's all about the finish here in these races. You can get off to a bit of a slow start, but you gotta have a good car late in this race to be able to work yourself up through the field and towards the front, and then hopefully putting yourself in a position to possibly pick up a win or a good run here this evening in these sprint cars. Quinn Cook coming in, says let's go boys. Quinn coming in, showing the love here, dropping that like on the stream as well. How are you, Quinn? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Saturday evening, as our final Saturday evening here with the Montana iRacing League here, as their season coming to a close here. Hard to believe we're already 10 weeks into this series. 10 weeks come and gone. 40 races here. 40 racing races for the Montana iRacing League come and gone here. Actually, this is 39, so we're in 40 right now, so 39 have come and gone. We're about to run our 40th and final feature of the season here for the Montana iRacing League, and it's tough to imagine already 40 races in. For a little while there, I wasn't sure if the series was ever going to end with some of the crazy racing action we had here at the beginning of the series. A lot of caution flags, a lot of beating and banging and battling, and a lot of long races, a lot of tough races for drivers out there, drivers coming and going and everything else, and definitely going to be crazy to see how it's going to finish off here for the final race of the season. I'm doing good, waiting down here in Kansas for me to go over to Lakeside and watch the high limits and hang out with Young Money Kyle Larson again. Let's go. Nothing wrong with hanging out with Young Money Kyle Larson. That's gonna be a good show, man. The high limits guys, they always put on a heck of a show, a heck of a series there. Gonna be some big names, some big players, and some very, very tough competition out there for Young Money. But Kyle Larson always, he's the best in the business. Whenever he gets behind the wheel, he is a wheelman, and he can get a shopping cart to the front of the field if that was what they were racing. That is for certain, and I'm sure he's going to be a tough one to beat there, and he's going to be looking for a good run in the high limit series here, race after race after race. And I mean, it's just, those guys are so talented, man. So talented, so fast, such big cojones on those guys, man, to be able to send it in there at such high velocity, high rate of speed into every single corner, not expecting or not knowing what's going to happen lap after lap after lap, but never letting up, never really letting off the throttle, and just continue to be balls to the wall the whole time is a lot of craziness. Dude for sure gets up on the high side and rip it. Yes, he does. He's a high side hustler, that is for certain. Kyle Larson, Young Money, gonna be a tough one to beat. Yo, Billy Tabor coming in, showing the love again. Tabor coming in with the love here again in this one with that heart reaction. How are you, Billy? Billy coming in, showing the love. Kara, Billy Tabor coming in, showing the big love here in this one as we get ready for our 40th and final race of the Montana iRacing season here in just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker game and crank it up here during this warm-up session, and we're going to get ready for this main feature event here in just a few more moments. Don't go anywhere, as the action is just about to get underway. Cody, my boy, Mr. Horton coming in, setting it off. 500 stars. Dono coming in with a big message here, as well as it says, let me turn the volume down here just a tad bit here, so that way we can hear the message. You guys can get a good look and listen here as beautiful message here. The 500-star dono coming from Mr. Cody Horton, as Cody says, Aaron, peace. Just wanted to thank you for broadcasting this season. You're a true professional and entertainer. You've made this one of the best seasons to watch. I really wish you well and will continue to hop into your channels. I hope one day we get to hear your voice on the other side of a broadcast like Flow or XR, etc. because you are for sure qualified. Thanks again, my man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you coming in, showing the big love here, man. The love and support that you guys have shown here throughout all of these races. You know, looking back, 40 races here gonna be run for this season. A lot of racing action, a lot of time here on the simulator, hanging out with you guys, giving you guys some amazing racing, amazing broadcasts. You know, sometimes, you know, the drivers, they made it a little bit easier. Sometimes they made it a little bit tougher here for us, man. But always having you guys up in the chat, being able to chit chat with you, talk, and having you guys show the love on such a consistent basis, man, means the world to me. And I appreciate you guys always coming in and showing the love. And I can't wait to hopefully, you know, see you guys back into some more of the broadcast. Maybe see some of these drivers back in here throughout some of the other series throughout the, you know, the summertime and through the fall and spring and everything else, and not just the winter time. Hopefully seeing these guys in some of the action. And then obviously, yeah, it'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty awesome, honestly, to be able to get an opportunity to work with some real life broadcasting companies, whether it's you know, Flow or XR or any of those places, man. You know, there's Dirt Vision. There's so many of them that you know, that race around here, that broadcast everything else. It would definitely be pretty cool if my schedule got it, you know, opened up where we were able to have the opportunity to go and do that stuff, or have the opportunity presented to us. For certain, I would love to throw my name in the ring and be able to jump in there and put on shows and be able to be the voice of a series or the voice of a night for one of the series or anything else. And we might be able to hook something up. We might be able to figure something out. You know, maybe one of our local racetracks here in Ontario might be able to, you know, make a night out of it, head down there and put on a show and see if we can try to put in some, you know, some good words, and see if we can get up onto the mic and be able to produce some cool content that way as well. As that'd be very, very awesome to do as well. It'd be kind of cool, you know, to be able to go and make a vlog out of it as well, being able to get that content. That's one of the big things that we've been building up to on a consistent basis, is trying to get more cameras and everything else, and trying to get some stuff like that for doing some vlogs and being able to get some in real life content out there, as well as we would like to really start pushing some real life content out to you know, the YouTube channel and Facebook and, you know, everything else. And, you know, being able to have all the DJI cameras and microphones and everything else. It's a very expensive game to get into, but once you start getting all that stuff and being able to make that content, there's some exponential growth that you can reach, and it'd be kind of cool. I want to try to get some buddies together, be able to go out and, you know, maybe get some golf videos, maybe get some you know, other sports videos, maybe try to get out there and you know, get some racing content as well. If it's me going to a racetrack for a night and just hanging out, talking to drivers, or just going through the pits and doing pit walks and being able to get footage of cars out there on the racetrack, or being able to be, you know, up into the booth and get a, you know, a different angle and a camera look at us up in the booth and being invited into the booth. Would be kind of cool. It'd be something cool to see in you know, a little bit of a vlog kind of style of a video. Would be really, really neat. And you know, hopefully we see some cool stuff like that throughout, you know, this summer and everything else, and see if we can put out some awesome content for you. And we want to try to do some other cool things as well. Try to do some like hide and seek videos, and maybe some travel videos as well, going on different vacations and everything, and you know, just some cool in real life stuff in there, as well as obviously constant racing action with you know, always having broadcasts, always having things to do. And, you know, we're going to be trying to get some more time on to not only the simulator, but on live stream as well. We want to be able to you know, start putting out more and more content, so possibly some more Call of Duty streams coming up here in the future, you know, Fortnite, any of the other games that may come out. You know, maybe we'll dabble in some high divers, or I think that's what that's called, hell divers, high divers, something like that. Hell divers, I think, is the new game that's kind of growing right now. Everyone's kind of getting into that one, so maybe some hell divers gameplay, maybe some other gameplay that we might be able to get into and experience, and just continue to grow, continue to get that growth, and you know, playing new games and everything else. Facebook is tough. The algorithm for Facebook video and everything else is definitely more of not live content. They're more of pushing offline content, but you know, we might be able to get some offline content out of those videos as well and see how those do, and see if we can continue creating videos for everyone to enjoy, then it be on live stream or not live stream, as we get ready here. Our main feature event about to get underway. Huge shout again to my boy Cody Horton coming in, showing the big love, not only with the like on the stream, with the heart reaction, but coming in with the 500th star dono and the beautiful message. I appreciate you, my dude. Blaze Schumann, Blaze coming in as well with the like on the stream. How are you, Blaze? Blaze coming in, showing the love. As Joycelyn, how are you, my girl? Joycelyn says, hey, love you all. Boogity, boogity, boogity racers. Let's go dirt racing and get slidey. Let's go, Joycelyn. That's what's up right there. We're going to get ready here for a great show and a great race here for our final race of the season here for the Montana iRacing League. Alrighty, as we get these drivers racked up, stacked up, and ready to go. Starting on the pole in the number, let me take a quick look here, is Raymond Rice, Rocky Gordon, also coming in with the subscriptions over there on YouTube. Rocky and Raymond, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew, coming in, smashing that subscribe button over there on the YouTube channel. As we get ready here to rock and roll, starting on the pole here in our feature event. It is the two-ride, the Red Line Designs Company, Pacer Signs and Designs, Flawless Auto Body, number 2 of PJ Popham. To his outside in the 85 ride, that is Patches Be Fast. Down on the inside, a row number 2 in the JR1 Motorsports 5.6 Graphics, number 1H, that is Vernon Hill. To his outside in the Auto Works Repair and More Gear Grabbers Garage BBI machine, that is Patrick Lanier. Starting in position number 5 on the racetrack is the Norwood Simsports House of Speed 3D Racing Simrap Market West Side Signs and Design 77 ride of Warren Samoy. His outside in position number 6 is the 307 of Merlin Sorensen, and then we see Pacer Popham and Zane Lemire bringing up row number 4. The 43 of Casey Durand to the 78 of Joseph Brooks there in 9th and 10th. Cody Blix bringing up the rear of the field as Maurice Meyer and Luke Zampage not making the call here for the start of this feature event, as a bit of a weird start right there. PJ Popham down the inside, going to get a good jump though, as the 85 ride of Patches Be Fast. I don't know what was going on with Patches there, just up on the extreme high side there, did not get a good launch, and unfortunately gets blown by a bunch of drivers going around him here in that opening lap, as PJ Popham leads lap number 1 as we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. Vernon Hill right there in tow in position number 2. Here is Hill in Popham. We saw nose to tail here in their first heat race of the evening, and these two look very, very strong and very fast here in these 305 sprint cars. The 86 ride of Patrick Lemire there in position number 3, as Warren Samoy back there in position number 4 in looking for more. Patches Be Fast trying to hold on to position number 5. Here's Casey Durant working himself up through the field, and so isn't Joseph Brooks. Brooks in the 5H ride, now up into position number 7, already up 5 positions on the racetrack, is up into the outside wall. Goes that 185 of Zane Lemire. Contact! Cody Blix getting a piece of that one. The 32 of Pacer Popham getting bounced around, as you do see Maurice Meyer his West Side Signs and Designs 57 ride rolling out onto the racetrack. Unfortunately for him, he is a lap down here. Going to need a caution flag and a wave around to get back onto the lead lap, as PJ Popham continuing to lead the way. PJ out in front, starting to open up a little bit of a lead here. Almost 0.5 of a second between himself and that one ride of Vernon Hill, as Hill in the 86 of Patrick Lemire going to make a little contact there. Lemire having to get checked up there ever so slightly, trying to keep that car from going around, as we are going to see the first caution flag of the day fly looks like the lapper of Maurice Meyer, unfortunately up into the outside fence here. I think he's going to have some issues himself, and then so some other drivers getting into it as well here as we see Cody Blix up into the outside fence. Oh, Blix hard into the outside fence there. That's going to collect the 57 ride and the 32 of Pacer Popham as Pacer going upside down there as well. Heavy damage for all three of these drivers. Is a tough break here for Cody Blix as the Corn Hub PeaceMaker Gaming number 28 ride sends it in. The corner number 3 unfortunately gets up a little bit too high. Gets up into that outside fence here. The sparks are flying. Trying to get it off the wall. Unfortunately, it drives them right up there and into the racetrack entry point there, hard into that opening, and then nowhere to go for that 57 ride of Maurice Myers. He drives right into him upside down. A heavy hit there for Cody Blix, and then here comes the 32 trying to avoid the 57, and Pacer Popham is going to slide right into that 57 ride. He's going to go up onto his side and right down into the opening, into the pits there on the bottom side of the racetrack, and pretty heavy hit there for Pacer Popham as well. Some heavy damage for all three of those drivers as we will jump right on board here with Maurice Myers. Meyer just had nowhere to go. We're going to jump right on to the helmet cam and see what he sees here from behind the wheel of this 57 ride as just rolling in through corner 3 and 4, and then all of a sudden, bam, right in front of him, parks the 28 ride, and then a couple another good hits there from the 32 as well, and tough break right there for few of those drivers as Cody Blix still down pit side looking to roll back out onto the racetrack. So isn't the 32 of Pacer Popham. Maurice Meyer already back out there, so good to see Meyer back out onto the track as PJ Popham is going to get ready to set us back loose. Our first restart of the day. We'll have to wait and see if this 2 ride can hit a perfect restart and keep these drivers at bay, or if Vernon Hill, Patrick Lanier, Warren Samoy, Casey Durant find a way to jump up here and get around that 2 ride. As PJ Popham looking for another win and another $25 payday is an ominous source coming in, donating an extra $25 to each of our race winners here this weekend. Already, PJ's picked up 2 of them. He's looking to make it number 3 and looking for a good weekend here with the $75 payday. He's already put 50 in his back pocket, but looking for a little bit more as the 2 ride out in front. A great restart. Open up that lead that he had before between himself and that JR1 Motorsports. A Vernon Hill ride right there in position number 2. Patrick Lanier there in 3rd as Warren Samoy up into 4th as here comes that 43 ride. Casey Durant looking very strong here in this feature event, and so is Joseph Brooks. Brooks right there just on the outside of a top 5 looking in here as that 78 ride has worked himself up into position number 6. Unfortunately, our outside pole sitter, the 85 ride of Patches P. Bass, has been sliding backwards here as he's back in position number 8 now as Maurice Meyer able to work himself up into position number 7. Cody Blix trying to battle back here in this Corn Hub PeaceMaker Gaming ride there in position number 9. Pacer Signs and Designs ride right there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, don't click onto that link. We're going to hide that as obviously some bot trying to get you guys scammed over there on some fake Flow Racing channel. As we are going to see, I don't know if the caution flag did come back out right there. I don't think it did. Unfortunate break there for that 185 ride of Zane Lemieux as he gets turned around there on the bottom side of corner 1 and 2, and unfortunately he's going to take his ride down pit side, and that may take him out of contention here this evening as PJ Popham out in front continuing to lead the way. PJ showing these drivers how to get it done as Vernon Hill sticking right there with them, not really letting him run away with this one. Staying right there, only a few car lengths back off the back push bar of that 2 machine of PJ Popham. A little bit ways back there, you see Patrick Lanier in position number 3. Warren Samoy holding on to that 4th position as he's in position number 4 and looking for more here as he's trying to work to the inside of Lanier for position number 3. Joseph Brooks there in that 5th position as the 78 ride finds himself away up inside the top 5 now as Casey Durant back to position number 6. Maurice Meyer there in 7th. Cody Blix there in position number 8. Patches Be Fast, Merlin Sorensen rounding out our top 10 with Pacer Popham, Zane Lemieux, and Luke Zampich rounding out the field here in our final race of the Montana iRacing League. Carol Brooks, Carol coming in setting it off here in this one. Carroll coming in with another 250 star dono coming in, setting it off. I appreciate you, Carroll, coming in, showing the love again here in this one as PJ Popham, Vernon Hill, Patrick Lanier, Warren Samoy, and Joseph Brooks, our top 5 here in our final feature event of the Montana iRacing League here in 2024. As Popham looking to make it 3 out of 4 here, not only for championships, but for race wins this weekend, as he's looking to cash in and earn himself that extra bit of a payday here this evening, trying to go back-to-back on the evening, looking for not only 2 championships on the night, but 2 checkered flags as well. Vernon Hill, though, looking to try to jump up here and take that possibility of a 2-for-2 evening for the 2 ride of PJ Popham here, as the 1H is going to try to hunt him down and take that lead away. Half a second between first and second right now. Patrick Lanier right there in position number 3. Warren Samoy, Joseph Brooks in tow here as Brooks starting to move around the racetrack, trying to find some different lanes out there for the 78 ride as he's rolling the high side lane now, trying to find that extra momentum, trying to find that extra speed, trying to figure out a way to jump up here to the front of the field. As PJ Popham continues to click these laps off here in a quick hurry, this time by the start-finish line. We're going to see these drivers head down across the line here with only 15 more laps left to go. 15 more laps here for these drivers as, man, some great racing action. Each and every one of these drivers putting on a show here for us this evening, man. Some great fun as Max coming in with that follow over on Facebook as well. Max, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker Crew, coming in, some match in that follow button. As out in front, running through some lap traffic, PJ Popham inching closer and closer to another checkered flag here today in this one. Vernon Hill starting to slide a little farther back away from him here. About 1.2 seconds is the difference here between first and second position now on the racetrack. Patrick Lanier still holding on to third in his PBI. Auto Works Repair and More. Gear Brabber's Garage, number 86 right there in that third position as he's sporting that Montana iRacing lead ride. You can see these wing angles pretty different here on a lot of these drivers. A lot of them a little bit more flat, a lot of them a little bit more pointed down. The more of an angle you have on that front wing is the more downforce you're going to put onto the car, but the less power you're going to have and the less forward momentum you're going to be able to carry. The more you can keep that wing a little bit flatter, the looser you're going to be, less downforce to the front of the car, but it's going to give you a lot more horsepower. You're going to be able to carry a lot more speed, and sometimes loose is fast. And right now you see the 78 ride of Joseph Brooks trying to work himself around the 77 ride of Warren Samoy. He was right there trying to battle with the 86 of Patrick Lanier as well. The 307 ride of Merkley Sorensen, unfortunately going a lap down here, and he was kind of getting in the way of that 78 ride. It's Joseph Brooks really starting to find some speed and come on strong here late in this race. It's out in front. PJ Popham continuing to lead the way as we're going to see the caution flag fly. Late race caution flag here. Last thing PJ Popham wanted to see is it looks like Zane Lanier going to have some more issues in the 185 machine as he was able to roll back out onto the racetrack here right in front of our race leaders, trying to stay out of the way here of PJ Popham. Unfortunately, he's going to clobber that outside wall right there and go for a little bit of a loop-de-loop there as he does about a 1080 down the front straightaway, and unfortunately takes the car down pit side here off the racetrack. Unfortunately not quick enough as that car was going around. The caution flag is going to fly, and he'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to battle here. It's a tough break for the Lanier Racing ride. Just looking to have a decent night, trying to have some fun out there on the racetrack, and unfortunately clobbers that wall. He might have even done more than a 1080. I don't even know what that might have been. Maybe a 1440. I don't even know what he did right there, but it was a lot of loop-de-loops for that 185 ride as we will get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Our main feature event coming to a close here in a quick hurry as Carol Brooks coming in says, I have enjoyed watching these broadcasts, not only to watch my son racing, but you have made it exciting and entertaining to watch. Thank you from a fan. I appreciate you, Carol, coming in, showing the big love. Week after week coming in, always showing the love here, and I appreciate you guys all coming and tuning in each and every night, man. It's all, you guys make this so much fun for me up here in the booth. as we are back to green flag racing. PJ Popham with a great restart right there in that 2-ride opens up the lead. He may need to pick up another checker flag here on the weekend as PJ Popham out in front. Vernon Hill right there in position number 2. Patrick Lanier, Joseph Brooks, and Warren Samoy rounding out our top 5 as PJ Popham not only looking to be our winner here this evening, but also being our champion here of this 2024 season in these 305 sprint car divisions of the Montana iRacing League. As the laps clicking down here, only 4 more laps left to go here in the season. So PJ Popham out in front, looking to be the reflection of perfection here this evening as he's led every single lap here in this A main feature event. He's going to head down across the line and sees 3 more laps left to go. Popham out in front, 1.2 seconds between himself and Vernon Hill as Hill trying to hold off the 86 rider Patrick Lanier and Joseph Brooks as they're right there trying to find some speed, trying to find some runs up to his outside as 78 ride, the 86 finding that outside lane and carrying some great momentum with only 2 more laps left to go as Warren Samoy working the inside lane here in that 5th position. PJ Popham down across the line is going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for PJ Popham as Popham for the final time this season down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. PJ Popham is going to pick up the final checker flag of the season as Vernon Hill going upside down across the line in the 1H ride. We'll take a look back and quickly see what happened here on this final lap as some battle in between the 86 and the 1H. You see Vernon Hill is going to send it in down low, trying to slide up in front of the 86 ride, and unfortunately gets clipped in hard up into that outside fence, unfortunately upside down, and goes from position number 2 all the way back to the 9th spot on the racetrack for that 1H ride. But it's all PJ Popham here in this one as he picks up the final checkered flag of the Montana iRacing League. PJ getting it done, picking up the extra $25 payday from our anonymous source, coming in with the Do It For Dale $25 for each of our feature winners here this weekend. And PJ Popham cashing in on that one, going 3 out of 4. Being able to pick himself up another $25 here in these 305 sprint cars, another checkered flag, and another championship for that 2-ride as PJ coming home here with his 3rd championship of the season. Absolutely amazing, absolutely insane run as Patrick Lanier and Joseph Brooks rounding out our top 3 here this evening as we'll get ready to pull in our champion and our race winner here this evening in another series for PJ Popham. Awesome, another final with 2 teammates, 1st and 3rd. Yes, Carroll, another great run, another great finish right there for PJ and Joseph as they were able to put on a great show and a great battle there again. And we saw Joe working himself up through the field there. He was the hard charger in this final race, up 9 positions on the racetrack. Started back in the 12th position, and Joseph Brooks able to pick up 9 spots and able to park himself up here on the podium in position number 3. As we're going to get ready, we're going to pull PJ Popham up here into the broadcast booth. Pedro Batista coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Pedro, welcome. Coming in, showing the love, smashing that thumbs up here on the broadcast. As we're going to get ready, we're going to pull this 2-ride up into the broadcast booth. Hey, PJ, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth once again, brother. How are you?
I am good. How are you, buddy?
Not too bad. PJ, another race and another win here for you as you're the reflection of perfection here in the final race of the Montana iRacing League here. You pick up another win, another $25 payday as well. Take us back through this race and how you got it done.
Well, I was saving my stuff kind of at the beginning. I've been, kind of all year getting out to these big leads and kind of using my stuff up and making it a little harder at the end of the race. So I was just kind of biding my time there, and about halfway through, maybe a little past halfway, that's when I started, laying all I had down. So moved up to the top. I was just waiting for the bottom to finish blowing off, and then went up to the top. So.
Absolutely. Once he went up to that high side as well, you were able to open up a few good leads right there. We're able to keep that 2-ride hooked up on the high side and finding some speed, able to open up a little bit of a lead a couple times out there on the racetrack. But, man, A lot of great racing action here. A lot of crazy races throughout the season, man. Looking back through this season, knowing that you're picked up not only another championship here tonight, taking the green flag, and being able to pick up the final win of the season as well to really cap off this season with a back-to-back win here on the final night. It's got to feel pretty special, pretty awesome, knowing that not only did you pick up a lot of checkered flags, had a lot of great runs here in the season, some bad runs in there as well with some absolute carnage out there on the racetrack, but also being able to pick up 3 championships has got to feel pretty special for you.
Yep, yeah, pretty good year. Pretty good year. So, Lanier is not probably my best track, but we made it work this weekend, picking up 3 out of 4, couple close wins, and then picking up this one. So, good weekend overall, good year overall. Made a little bit of money, so can't complain.
Absolutely, definitely cannot complain about that. PJ, congratulations on the amazing season, amazing race here in this one, and such a great run again here this evening in that 2 machine. Parking it up here in Victory Lane once again to cap off an amazing season for you, man. Going back through this season, who would you like to thank for, so many great races, so many great runs, and another very strong performance here tonight?
Just everybody that makes this league go, from top to bottom, our admin, Warren, for putting the league on, you for broadcasting it, all the fans that donate the stars and make donations to you that really make it worth your while to come out here and give them a good show. And, all the guys that show up and race week in and week out, 40 races in 2 months is quite a bit of racing. So, a lot of time invested. A lot of effort invested. So just thankful for everybody that comes out and does this. Thankful for my teammates, Tommy Bush, Joseph Brooks, my dad, my sponsors, my fiance Katie, the kids, Heather and Owen. Everybody that's a part of this it's just special.
Absolutely, a very special league and a lot of amazing people coming together, making this all happen and making each and every one of these nights more and more memorable, man. And an amazing season. We look forward to seeing you guys back out there on the racetrack in the next season, and hopefully, we see guys, in different races throughout the regular. Throughout the summer and fall and everything else here, not just the winter time. Obviously, with real life racing, things become a lot tighter for a lot of these drivers, but hopefully we'll see them out there from time to time, and that'd be other leagues or other, special races, or just the odd time just jumping in and having some fun on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whatever else, and working on their craft and getting some seat time and continue to build and grow not only in real life racing but also in the simulator as well.
Absolutely, man. Look forward to racing starting here in a couple months, and some nicer weather, and then hopefully we'll be back at it with you next year.
Absolutely, brother. PJ, congratulations not only with the 2 wins here this evening, but the 3 championships here on the season, man. It's been a lot of fun up here on the mic, being able to call all these races and seeing you up in Victory Lane and chit-chatting here week after week up here in the broadcast booth, and always having some, some good comments, some good racing, and some great action here, and congratulations on an amazing season.
Thank you, Aaron.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, PJ Popham, as PJ picking up the win here in this one, parking the 2 ride back up in Victory Lane and back up into Championship Lane, picking up his 3rd championship here of the season, as my boy Dude Guy 2.0 coming in, showing the love. How are you, Brian, coming in with that heart reaction? Omar Curtis coming in with that like on the stream as well. How are you, Omar? Brian, I appreciate you, my boy, coming in, showing the love, smashing that heart reaction. Brother, we got to get some games in over there on Call of Duty. I've been grinding the last little bit, playing a little bit of ranked and just a little bit of resurgence here or there. Hopefully I'll try to get some streams in this week throughout the middle of the day and everything else throughout the week, but we'll have to get some games in, my dude. We'll have to get some games in. Be cool to try to get some of the boys back in there and see if we can get some of the some of the old school crew back into action there, sometime this week maybe get O'Delly in there, maybe Brad, or who knows who else will show up. But hopefully try to get some of the crew in there for some games this week. As we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher here on the evening, the 86 rider Patrick Lanier. We're going to pull Patrick in for his post-race interview here this evening. Hey Patrick, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
How's it going?
Not too bad, Patrick. Another good run, another good race here for you. In that 86 ride, as you're able to work yourself up into position number 2, man. Take us back through the evening here as you get that ride up into the second spot. Unfortunately, just late in this race, nothing you could do to try to catch that 2 ride. Once again, a PJ Popham as he's hooked up here in these 305 sprint cars.
Yeah, me and VJ were racing most of the race, so it was pretty fun to be throwing sliders around with him. We were just trying to go out there, run the best we can. We didn't really have any luck this week, so it's being nice being able to come home with the second, being able to finally make it back in the broadcast booth, and up here talking to you once again. Yeah, it was a really fun race, so really competitive, and yeah, the track was pretty good.
Absolutely. The track, very, very good. We saw some great racing action there. We saw you and Joseph Brooks finding the high side there, starting to run some crazy good laps, finding that momentum. And then, you throw Warren Samoy right there into the mix. Ferdinand Hill in there. And you guys stay duking it out late in this race, battling door to door, some slide jumps, a little contact there at the end, and making things spicy here to finish off the final race of the season, man. Patrick, take us back through those final few laps there and that little bit of contact with Ferdinand Hill. And obviously, just hard racing and just not enough room out there on the racetrack as you guys come together there off of corner number 4.
Yeah, we're related, so I was definitely racing him kind of hard. So, it was really fun out there racing. All these guys are super, super good. Each year they all get better. VJ has gotten a lot better. A lot of these other guys have gotten super, super quick. So, makes this league pretty competitive. So, it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely a ton of fun here, and another good run, another good race here for you. Park that 86 ride up here in position number 2, Patrick. Looking back throughout the season, man, we saw you have some great runs, some great races out there. Week in, week out. A lot of different racing styles that we saw here throughout the season. We saw some pretty heavy contact races. We saw some great races where they went pretty clean, but at the end of the day, as the dust settles, man, another good run for you, another good race. You were able to have a pretty successful season, picking up a lot of wins and a lot of great finishes and everything else, man. Take us back through this season and how do you feel coming in here the final night, knowing that it's all done here for the 2024 season with the Montana iRacing League, and take us back through the recap basically of how you're feeling here with your season outcome.
Yeah, this is I think my third year running this thing, so came out here, ran the best we could. This league is super, super fun. It is unreal how much fun this is. I look forward to it every Friday and Saturday. Makes my day for the most part. We've had a lot of tough racing out here. Some races were better than others, but at the end of the day, it's always fun to come out and race with a whole bunch of the guys that I see at the local track here. So being able to come out here and run with all these guys is a lot of fun, and I definitely look forward to it every year. So it's now time to get ready for the actual race season and see what we can do there. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and being Montana locals only here in this series, I'm sure you'll see a lot of these guys, throughout the spring and summer and into the fall and everything else out there on the real racetrack. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys run in the same division or not, but I know you guys will see each other out on the racetrack, and I'm sure you guys will chit-chat and talk and everything else and laugh about all the good times and rough times we had here throughout the season here on the simulator. But man, Patrick, a great run and a great drive here tonight in this one. You come home in position number 2. Who would you like to thank for not only such a strong performance tonight, but such a strong performance all season long?
This wouldn't really be possible without Warren for dealing with all the fights and all the hard racing and all the calls. He really does a good job running this league, and Waxman for doing his admin skills. He may be the only one, but he does a lot more than most people out here. So really appreciative of them. You for putting all the broadcast on. I know it's 40 broadcasts, so that's quite a bit of racing. I go back and watch all of them. I want to thank BBI for letting me wheel one of their cars this year. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun racing with Joe and a whole bunch of these other guys that run the mods out here. So I want to thank Gear Grubbers Garage, AutoWorks Repair and More, my family members, my girlfriend for letting me come and run all these races. I know she's pretty fed up with it, but she lets me do it. So it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely, brother. Well, Patrick, a great run and a great season here for you, and we can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack, whether it's in real life or here on the simulator again throughout the the race season. But we look forward to hearing from you and looking forward to seeing that 86 run go to battle here, in real life racing. And I'm sure the boys will be throwing messages into the messenger, and I'm sure we'll see photos and videos over there on Facebook and in the group chats and everything else. And it's going to be a lot of fun and really cool to see, some racing, some photos and videos of what you guys are up to out there on Montana. And hopefully I can't wait to see you guys back in action next season.
Yeah, a lot of us live for this kind of stuff, so it's always fun being able to come on here and race or race in real life. So really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, Patrick, congratulations. A great run here tonight, a great season. We look forward to seeing you out here in the next one. Hopefully have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening, and hopefully, a lot of good luck and good wins and good races here throughout the real-life racing season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
You as well.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our second place finisher here this evening, Patrick Lanier. Patrick coming home in position number 2. Huge shout out there to that 86 ride, coming home with a great run and a great drive here tonight in this one. And a huge shout out to my boy Joseph Brooks. Joe coming in with the 1,200 star dono, coming in, setting it off. Says, thank you so much for a great season of broadcasting, giving us such great content. Best broadcaster in the industry. Keep it up, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Joe, man, coming in with such big love, man. The 1,200 star dono. I appreciate you and your generosity coming in, setting it off, man. And it was definitely my pleasure being the broadcaster of this year for you guys, and being able to bring you guys all the content, all the amazing racing action, and all the fun here that we've had throughout the season. And I can't thank you guys enough, all the drivers and fans in the stands that tune in and watch and cheer you guys on, and you guys coming out here week after week after week. And as Patrick said, 40 races is a lot of races, and for being able to come out here, a lot of you guys making each and every one of those races, only missing one or two here or there, but man, being able to show up week in and week out and put on great racing action like we saw all season long, it's all because of you guys. It's all because of you drivers, all the hard work you guys put in behind the scenes, and being able to make all this happen and make my job that much more fun, that much more easy, and everything else sometimes a little harder. I mean, when there's a million caution flags in some races, definitely was a little bit more of a challenge. Obviously, draws out the night a little bit longer, makes it a little bit tougher. We build up so much hype for each restart, and then you have 20 restarts, makes it very, very difficult, and kind of, wears you out after a little while. But man, you guys made it very, very fun every single night of every single weekend of racing action that we saw you guys go to battle, man. And it's going to be missed. It's going to be missed here until the next season gets started. That's for certain. And I'm going to make sure that we have next season locked in, and that we have next season ready to rock and roll. And we're going to have our Fridays and Saturdays open for you guys, so that way you guys can just jump right in there whenever the season gets underway, and we guys never miss. We don't have to worry about scheduling wise or anything else, or trying to squeeze you guys in there. We're going to make sure that slot's open, as we're going to pull Joseph Brooks up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview, having a great run, coming home there in position number 3. We're going to pull Joe up into the broadcast booth here for the final interview of the season, but we may have one more. We might throw Mr. Warren Samoy up here into the booth as well. Hey, Joe, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Joe, man, I appreciate you, first off, coming in with the 1,200 star dono, but man, what a run, what a race here. You're able to work yourself up through the field here, picking up 9 spots here in the hard charger in the final race of the season to park that 54 ride up here on the podium, man. How does it feel? And take us back through this one.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Had some hard luck there in the heat race, which put us in the back there for the feature, and just started slowly picking off cars, and um, was thankful for that long green flag run there. I found the top fairly early, and I passed quite a few cars, and then just started watching the mayhem fold out in front of me there the last, I don't know, 5 laps, and decided to play it safe and go to the bottom there on the last corner, and it happened to work out. But yeah, it was a eventful night for sure.
Absolutely, but two back-to-back great finishes, parking your ride up here on the podium, and a good night for yourself and your teammate PJ Pompam, as you guys were able to, come home with a solid 1-2 finish there in the late models and a 1-3 finish here in the 305 sprint cars, and another trip up here into the broadcast booth for you, Joe, after having such a great run here tonight, but also a great season. As a lot of trips, a lot of victories up here into the broadcast booth, man. Take us back through this season and how it all played out for you, and how you feeling coming here, knowing that tonight, the final race of the season coming to a close. How you feeling here about your outcome and your performance here on this season?
Oh yeah, this season was pretty good. We had a few more cautions than I would have liked, but with everyone being so competitive, everyone's just getting faster each year, each season. It makes the racing tougher, and it's going to make cautions a little more common, I suppose. But it makes great racing. We have our temper tantrums and our flare ups, but all in all, I think we all care about each other just as much as everything else. I think even with the tempers and the frustrations and the wrecks and I don't know, everything. Everyone will still drop what they're doing and help out at the real track, whether it's oh, I got a flat tire, or I need this, I need that. You know, um, eh, just the Montana racing community is great. Um, it's very very humbling to know that we would be able to have that kind of camaraderie all the time. Yeah, this season, it was a good one. We had some good runs, had some bad luck, but that's just part of it. That's part of racing. That's nothing to hang your hat on, or hang your head down on. It you just got to take the good with the bad, and go on to next week and hope for the better finish.
Absolutely, brother. It's all you can do is just keep your head down and just keep on trucking along out there on the racetrack and just keep working and trying to get better and having better finishes. And we saw so many great drivers here throughout the season have such great runs. We saw a lot of drivers picking up some good wins, some solid top 3 finishes, having some great performances out there on the racetrack, and maybe not getting the performances they like there late in the races, but still being able to put on some great show here for us, and seeing these drivers continue to battle, keep on getting better and better week in and week out, man, was absolutely amazing. And as you said, the camaraderie and the brotherhood that you guys have built here throughout, another season, and knowing each other, in real life, and seeing each other at the racetracks, and being able to build that, brotherhood up, and continue to just help each other out, build each other up, and have some fun, whether or not it's on the simulator and in real life racing, and continue to just build those friendships and everything else is absolutely amazing to see. It's absolutely been an amazing thing to be a part of, and being able to see this season end, obviously, on a bit of a high note for your teammate PJ Pompam, but being able to pick up a couple great finishes here on the last weekend as well for yourself, and being able to finish off strong is going to feel pretty good. Joe, who would you like to thank for such a great run and great performance, not only tonight but all season long?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, PJ, Pacer, Tommy, BBI, DeBush Barn, Six Tile Construction, Missouri River Barbershop, AC Free Range CPA, Helena Engines and Performance, Tri City Speed, um, everyone that makes all this possible. You for putting on the broadcast, Warren for putting this league together and dealing with our temper tantrums and our hissy fits and our disagreements. Our admin Brian Wax for stepping up and doing this week in and week out for us, even though he catches a lot of flack over it. I couldn't do it without them. You for putting on such great broadcasts. Totally night and day difference between most of the broadcasters that I've watched over the years of being on iRacing and watching all my buddies run it. By far, you have been the best. So huge shout out to you for being a broadcaster and dealing with all our cautions and putting on just a great show for all of us to be able to go back and watch. I want to thank all the league sponsors. There's so many I don't even know. Just everyone that makes all this possible.
Absolutely, brother. Everyone coming in, making this season work and making this season so good, man. And it's all down to, all of you drivers coming in week out. So I can't thank you enough and all the other drivers for coming in here, week after week, putting in all your time, all your effort. It's a lot of practice, a lot of behind the scenes, working with each other and working on setups and getting your cars better and learning the racetracks and learning what the cars are doing here week after week after week, coming in 40 races of action here. A lot of you guys missing, barely a race or two out there, showing up for every one of these races and putting on these shows for us is absolutely amazing. And I thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys showing up week in, week out, we wouldn't have a league. So huge shout out to you guys, and huge shout out to yourself, man. Another great run, another great race, and can't wait to see not only you back out on the racetrack here in the simulator, but can't wait to see videos and photos of you out there on the racetrack in the real life season as well. And hopefully we can see yourself up in victory lane and picking up and chasing checkered flags there in the real life racing in Montana.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a pretty good season last year, so we're hoping to get our engine back in time for the first few races, and then hopefully try and pick up right where we left off last year and get that elusive W. So
absolutely, Joe. Well, congratulations, brother, with a great run here tonight, a great season, and we can't wait to see you back out there on the racetrack, and hopefully have yourself a great rest of your evening.
You as well. Thank you again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our third place finisher here this evening. The 78 ride here in this series, or the 54 of Joseph Brooks, since Brooks comes home here in position number 3. A great run, a great drive there for Joe coming in this final races. We're going to get ready. Let's see if we can pull in our fourth place driver here. The guy with the man, the master man, the man with the plan. We're going to see if we can pull Warren Samoy in here for a quick post-race interview here as well. Hey, Warren, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yeah.
Warren, my boy, a good run and a good drive here for you in this one, but here we pull you in here and, maybe see if you had any thoughts or anything you'd want to say here after, 40 races here throughout the season in the 2024 Montana iRacing League coming to a close. I know all the hard work you and Waxman have put in here, week in, week out, making sure that these drivers, show up, show out, and stay under control here and continue to just keep making this season bigger and better, week after week, brother. I'm sure you want to thank some people and maybe, shout some things out or say some things as well as, figure we pull you up here and let you do that during the live stream.
Yeah, geez, you kind of caught me unprepared for sure. But yeah, I got to shout out all our sponsors. I'm in a race right now, actually. Yeah, our sponsors are great. We had a bunch of them this year come on. I don't have a list right now to thank them all individually, but yeah, we wouldn't have been able to make that happen without all their help. All the racers did a good job of showing up week in, week out. It's just a great time to race with those guys. I raced with a lot of them in real life in the past, and now I'm just retired, so I watch them in the stands, and it's great watching them. And I sit there with my dad and say, "Yeah, that guy's in our league. That guy's in our league. I raced him. I raced him." It's amazing. We get that many guys, just out of our state of Montana. It's pretty cool.
It's a very awesome to see. Very awesome to see all you guys being able to build, the camaraderie and the brotherhood and everything else here. Whether it's on the simulator or in real life, being able to jump in and help each other out, and knowing that you guys have each other's backs out there on the racetrack, and being able to have that bit of a friendship continue to grow all season long was amazing to see, amazing to watch, and seeing all these, fans in the stands cheering you guys in and on here week in, week out, and watching all the great racing action. I'm sure they're saying the same thing. I race against these guys in real life, or I race against them on the simulator, or when they head to the racetrack and they see them out there on the racetrack, they go, I watched that guy, all winter, on iRacing, or I watched that guy.
That's great. That's
else.
awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see. It's pretty awesome to see, and I can't wait to be a part of it for the next season. As I wanted to shout you out and thank you for having me on board as the broadcaster here for the season, and definitely been a very good pleasure and very amazing experience being able to be the broadcaster here for the Montana iRacing League here in 2020.
Yeah, we really appreciate having you, Aaron. Yeah, it's a big deal. I wish you all the best. I hope next year we can line you up again. You'll be my first guy I call, and I'll get a hold of you privately. We got some stuff we got to send to you, so I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely, brother. I won't bug you too much longer. I'll let you enjoy the race you're in, and I just want to let you jump in here and shout out anybody.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother. Enjoy the rest of your night, and congratulations on a great season, not only as a driver, but as the admin as well.
Yeah, it was fun stuff. Yeah, can't wait to do it again. If you wouldn't mind, could you throw me back in that other Discord room?
Yep, I can do that for
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for the man with the plan, the master man, Warren Samoy, the guy who makes this all happen here week in and week out. Warren coming in. Obviously, shout out here. I got a bit of a list of the sponsors here. We'll shout out all of the sponsors here ourselves. Obviously, Warren is in a race. He's a little bit tied up right now. Couldn't probably remember. I mean, I probably couldn't remember all of the series sponsors as well, as there's so many people that came in here to make this season happen, to make this season possible. Shout out to Fearless Rentals LLC, trailers, equipment, power sports, etc. coming on board here, giving us the love here for some of these races, some of the Dash for Cashes that we did. Huge shout out to Luke Zampich Racing as well, coming on board here, helping out the season, helping out the Casey's Cash for Dash as well. And a shout out right there, Casey Durand, our boy Casey, coming in on board here for the Casey's Cash Dash. Putting on some money, putting in some extra money here himself, week in and week out here. A lot of these races for drivers to earn themselves an extra payday out there on the racetrack. May not have been an abundance amount of money, but when it comes to this day and age, $10 here, $5 there, it all adds up and it all counts in making this season that much bigger and better, and giving us some little bit of a cool little aspect to our warm-up sessions here throughout the season. So huge shout out to Casey and Luke Zampich and Fearless Rentals all coming in and helping us out with that. Huge shout out as well to QuickTime Designs. QuickTime Designs coming on board here as well as one of our sponsors of the league, the QTD guys coming in and showing the love here and being a part of the Montana iRacing League here in 2024. So huge shout out to QTD coming on board, the QuickTime Designs crew. Obviously, a huge shout out to all the drivers, all the fans, all the people that came in here and a part of the Montana iRacing League this year. And shout out to 3D Racing. I do believe that is 3D Racing, our boy Mr. That's Scott Dobbs, 3D Racing coming in on board, man. So many great, talented drivers we've seen over the years. 3D Racing crew all coming in and making things happen and putting on great shows, putting on great races, and being some great competitors out there on the racetrack. Huge shout out to 3D Racing for being a part of the season. Shout out to West Side Signs and Great Falls, Montana. The West Side Signs and Designs coming on board here for the 2024 season with the Montana iRacing League as well. Shout out to West Side Signs and Designs. We appreciate you for being a part of the show, being a part of this season, and we couldn't thank you enough for being a part of the crew. JR1 Motorsports coming in as well with a big sponsorship as well. We see that JR1 Motorsports logo on the side of Verdon Hills ride there, and being a sponsor there of the 1H machine here throughout the season, but also being a sponsor here of our season. We appreciate you, JR1 Motorsports, coming on board and being a part of the Montana iRacing League as well. We also had AutoWorks Repair and More. AutoWorks Repair and More coming in. We appreciate you being a part of the series as well. So huge shout out to AutoWorks Repair and More. There's a phone number here, so any of the Montana locals, make sure you guys check out AutoWorks Repair and More. Give them a call today at 406-315-3399. Shout out as well to Pacer Signs and Designs. Pacer Paul Pam coming in board here with the sponsorship on the series as well. We see Pacer out there week in and week out putting on some great shows, some great races himself out there. Pacer, a very tough competitor, very good driver, and from what I've heard, a local legend over there in Montana when it comes to the dirt track scene. So huge shout for Pacer Signs and Designs jumping on board here and being a sponsor here of the Montana iRacing League in 2024. We can't wait to see Pacer back in action out there on the racetrack, whether it's in real life racing or him in there, being the pit crew for PJ or any of the other pom-pams that are racing again this season. And huge shout out again to Pacer Signs and Designs. Give them a call here today at 406-799-3200. As the 3200 is the final four digits there of that phone number. 406-799-3200 for Pacer Signs and Designs. As another shout out here, our final sponsor to shout out here on the season, AC Free Range CPA. It's Anthony Casey, I don't know if I can say that last name or not, but certified public accountant, the AC Free Range CPA coming on board from Helena, Montana, coming on board here, being a part of the show as well. Huge shout out to AC Free Range CPA coming on board here and being a part of the Montana iRacing League once again as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I can't thank you guys enough for everyone for tuning in, everyone for being a part of the show, whether it's any of the sponsors, any of the drivers, the fans in the stands, the admins, Warren, Brian, everyone making this happen week in, week out, putting on some great shows and creating some great content, not only for all these drivers and fans to enjoy, but also for me to continue to grow and work on Minecraft and get better as well. And I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in week in and week out with all the likes, the comments, the shares, every one of the new followers throughout these 40 races, everyone coming in with all the donations, week in and week out, coming in, showing the big love and making this that much more of a memorable season and making it that much easier on us when it comes to our monthly bills and being able to continue on putting on these shows and being a broadcaster and being able to afford everything we need to afford to continue on being part of the iRacing company and being a part of the iRacing crew and being a broadcaster. And it's all thanks to you guys and making every single one of these nights that much more special with all of your hard-earned money and being able to come in and show that such generous donations and generosity coming in, showing the love here, week in and week out, man. I can't thank you guys enough. And shout out to just everybody that tunes in and watches and shows the love here and enjoys the racing action. And if you guys haven't already, you guys want to get in on the action, don't forget we do broadcast every single day of the week. Sometimes it's dirt, sometimes it's a little pavement actions. We got a couple leagues in there with that. If you guys are interested in joining any of the other leagues, make sure you guys hit me up over on Facebook or Twitter, or you can jump into any of the broadcasts and ask how to join. And you can also join our Discord as well. You can jump over and join the Peacekeepers Discord, and you can see a lot of the different leagues that get posted in there and everything else, where you can find different leagues or different Discords to join to jump into some of these other races throughout the weeks. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, man. But thank y'all for tuning in again here this evening. I can't appreciate you guys enough coming in and showing the love here, and the end to the Montana iRacing League for 2024. I can't thank you guys enough for making it that much more memorable and making it such an amazing series and making it such a such a beautiful thing, being able to call all these races and be the voice on the microphone here week in and week out for the Montana iRacing League in 2024. And we can't wait to hopefully be back and be the voice up here in the booth for the 2025 season as well. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to call it there on that note. We will be back live tomorrow evening as we got another series tomorrow night. We will be live just around probably about 7:30ish, somewhere in that area Eastern time tomorrow. We'll be back live with some more racing action tomorrow evening. But thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow evening. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!